Hello and welcome back to Eurofootball Daily, where today we are going to give you a cheeky sneak peek into the future. These are the players we expect to shine in 2018. 5. Moise Kean. For most 16-year-olds, making your debut for the reigning champions in one of the world's most competitive leagues would be too much, but not for Moise Kean. In the 2016-17 season, the striker became the first player born after the year 2000 to feature in a Serie A and Champions League game. On the final day of that campaign, he managed to top this by becoming the first player born after the millennium to score in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. Kean, who is eligible to play for Ivory Coast and Italy, scored an impressive 24 goals in just 25 games for Juventus' youth team in the 2015-16 campaign. On the 31st of August 2017, having just signed a new 3-year contract with Bianconeri, he moved to Hellas Verona on loan. Despite playing for a struggling Verona side, Kean has scored 1 goal in his 450 minutes of league action so far, an average of 0.2 goals per game. For a 17-year-old striker playing for a struggling side, Kean's statistics are very impressive. A 75% pass completion rate is better than the far more experienced Cedric Bakambu's 74% and Simone Zaza's 72% in La Liga. His shot accuracy of 36% in the league is a very respectable figure for an emerging talent, and is actually the same as Cristiano Ronaldo at the time of writing. According to Transfermarkt, he has a market value of just 2.5 million euros, but with the players' affairs now managed by Mino Raiola, expect that to soar. 4. Youri Tielemans. Anderlecht has an incredible record of producing talented young players, with the likes of Lukaku, Batshuayi, Mertens, Fellaini and company all coming through the doors of the fabled youth academy. Most people believe the 20-year-old central midfielder Youri Tielemans is the most naturally gifted of the lot. During his time at Anderlecht, he won the Belgian League title twice, became the youngest Belgian player to play in the Champions League, and in 2017 was elected Belgian Footballer of the Year. Despite his Congolese roots, Tielemans has 4 senior caps for the Red Devils, and has scored an impressive 6 goals in 14 appearances for their under-21 side. Tielemans batted away interest from a host of top clubs, including Arsenal, to sign for Monaco in May 2017. A wise head on young shoulders, Tielemans recognised he would have a chance to develop at a club that, in his words, relies on young players. At the time of writing, he has made 12 league and 4 Champions League appearances so far for Monaco, who currently sit in 3rd place. Tielemans has showed his versatility during this period, playing at defensive midfield, right midfield, or as a number 10. He may only be 5'9", but he is very good in the air, winning 67% of his aerial duels in the league so far. To put that into context, Sergio Ramos has won only 62% of his aerial duels in La Liga. The former Anderlecht captain isn't afraid to stick his foot in either, making a solid 2.6 tackles and interceptions per 90, which is far better than the more experienced Granit Xhaka and Eric Dyer's 2.3. Anyone looking to prize this star away from the Principality will have to top the 25 million euros Monaco paid in the summer of 2017. 3. Malang Sarr. Although Nice may be struggling to replicate their form of the 2016-17 season, which saw them finish 3rd, no one could say the same for 18-year-old centre-back Malang Sarr. The defender has been a model of consistency this year in a position that normally privileges experience. The Nice native joined the club at only 5 years old, and rose through the ranks to make his debut in August 2016, aged just 17. Sarr, who has 3 caps for France's under-21 side, is an excellent reader of the game. So far in Ligue 1, he is averaging a quite extraordinary 4.5 tackles and interceptions per 90. To put this into context, 2 of arguably the best Premier League defenders, Laurent Koscielny and Cesar Azpilicueta, are averaging 3.8 and 3.5 respectively. The Nice manager encourages his players to bring the ball out from the back, and Sarr is an emerging talent at this. His pass completion rate is at a remarkable 87%, better than defensive pass masters Toby Alderweireld's 86 and Leonardo Bonucci's 84%. Gerard Piqué and Gary Cahill may have 658 senior appearances and won 28 major trophies between them, but they are being outperformed aerially by the young Frenchman of Senegalese descent. Sarr has won 67% of his aerial duels so far this season, compared with Cahill's 61 and Piqué's 57. France have incredible strength in depth in all positions, and centre-backs is no different. Varane, Umtiti, Koscielny, Rami, Laporte, Mangala and Zouma are all ahead of Sarr in the pecking order. But if the €8 million man continues his development, he could soon be challenging all of them. 2. Dries Mertens. Dries Mertens may be more established than many players on this list at 30, but he is set for arguably the most important year of his life. Can the versatile forward fire Napoli to their first Serie A title since El Diego was their main man? Can he help Belgium finally realise their incredible potential on the world stage? If his start to the season is anything to go by, then he might just. At the time of writing, Mertens has bagged 10 goals in 12 games, alongside 2 assists. His rate of a goal every 100 minutes is better than Neymar's 102 and Harry Kane's 108. Mertens, who has 13 goals in 60 games for the Red Devils, is far from a selfish player, creating 1.5 chances per 90 in the Serie A this season so far. This is superior to his rival for the Belgian striker shirt, Lukaku's 1.3. Mertens is managing to fire off an impressive 4.3 shots per 90, which puts Lewandowski's 3.7 and Benzema's 3.4 to shame. Of these shots, an incredible 65% are on target, a massive improvement on Lionel Messi's 57% and Dybala's 56%. Mertens is now a regular in the Belgium squad, but despite his unrelenting club form, he is not a guaranteed starter, only starting 6 out of their last 10 fixtures. The Red Devils are outside bets to win the World Cup and are hoping to at least match their best of 4th at Mexico 86. How much would a rival have to pay to steal the services of Mertens? Well, the CIES study of October 2017 valued the Napoli talisman at €90 million. 1. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Fernando de Jesus has had a quite remarkable 12 months, launching him from obscurity to superstardom. Still only 20 years old, Jesus moved from Palmeiras to Man City for €33 million in the summer of 2016, but wasn't eligible to play for 6 months. Ever since scoring and assisting on his Premier League debut, becoming the first City player ever to do so, Jesus has taken English football by storm. Despite breaking a metatarsal in his 4th game, which kept him out for 8 weeks, he still ended the 2016-17 season with 7 goals and 4 assists in only 11 games. Of the players to score more than 6 Premier League goals so far this campaign, his ratio of a goal every 86 minutes is only topped by Sergio Aguero's goal every 76, and Sterling's every 83. Jesus is heavily involved in play, making 33 passes, creating 1.1 chances and firing off 3.3 shots per 90. This is better than more established figures Higuain and Griezmann's 2.9 and 2.7 shots respectively. With his Brazilian roots, it is perhaps unsurprising that Jesus is an adept dribbler, successful with 77% of his take-ons, comparable to Hazard's 76 and better than the GOAT, Messi's 66%. Having played a key role in Brazil's Olympic triumph in 2016, Jesus was initially overlooked by Dunga for the World Cup qualifiers, and the side struggled. But the arrival of Tite not only resurrected Brazil's qualifying hopes, but also led to the introduction of Jesus as Brazil's number 9. What followed was extraordinary. The Seleção ended up qualifying 10 points ahead of second place Uruguay and are now 7 games unbeaten. In that period, Jesus bagged 6 goals in 10 games, making him Brazil's top goal scorer alongside Neymar and Paulinho. Although there's better chance of Guardiola making Mourinho his assistant than selling Jesus, if he was even stupid enough to do so, City could expect bids upwards of €69 million. So those were our 5 players you need to keep an eye out for in 2018. What do you think of them and have we missed out on any? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this, make sure you check out our other festive content over here. And as always guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.